All right, so we are moving on to head covers. First thing I noticed taking them off, they were actually on the wrong sides. They're actually labeled on the inside. You can see that 2R, that's the right one. The right was on the left, left was on the right. They're identical, it doesn't matter. And then radiator cover. These are also real crusty. So we're gonna get those shined up, and then I have a real neat surprise for the grill. It's gonna be pretty fun. We'll get some good before images of those. Just nasty, dirty. I guess a lot of this is actually clear coat that has peeled, and it's just got dirt and nasty underneath it. So we got to strip that off first, and then we can start polishing. All right, here's where I'm at. I'm in a little bit of lower light, so you don't have too much of a glare, but you can definitely see before and after. It's looking pretty good. Well, this is just 220 grit. I'm going to go 400 next. And those two on the right, that's like 3 or 4 hours of wet sanding. So, I don't know. I might find a better mechanical way, maybe with like a drum sander on my drill or something, to do the left ones. Because that's, I thought I'd be like, cool, wow, look at me doing it by hand. Isn't that awesome? And then I'm starting to cramp up. Anyway, back to it. Okay, here's where I'm at in the process so far. So on the right we have 400 grit, and then on the left we have sanded to 1000 grit. I'm hoping that the differences are coming across in the video. If I do this, you can kind of see like the reflection of the wood grain in my finger a little bit better. A little bit, I mean, it's still good over here, but you might be able to see some of the swirls. But I'm going to go over this one more time with 1200 grit, and then hopefully I can get to polishing soon. And then this one still, I've kind of put the radiator sides on hold just for a bit because I actually need these to run the bike. So we're going to get it going. All right, so here's where we're at. Fortunately, I kind of have like a progression of events. So this is kind of the start right after I stripped the clear coat, so you can really see the crusty. Then I moved on to, this would be one that I did 220 grit. Better, still very pitted, a lot cleaner though. Then we have, this one is down to 1200 grit, so looking good. Right, and then here we will have is our final product. This is polish on a wheel. It's the Chemical Guys Heavy Polish. This is about the look I was going for. I did not want a perfect mirror, but you can still kind of see me recording right there. Like shiny, clean, but not, I didn't need a mirror. In there is so hard to get to. Like you can see it might be hard to make out. It's kind of hard. That's not shadow, it's actually just dark in there because it's hard. I can't get it by hand. Was this worth it? I'm not sure. The outcome, yeah, now that I have like one that's like done, it's like, wow, okay, the end is in sight. This is awesome. But I don't know. Next time, I'd like to have some kind of machine that can do a lot of the hard work for me, especially at like the 220 and 400 grit. Like that would have helped a ton. Maybe like a Dremel to get down into there. And I do have a Dremel, I just don't have any of the sanding stuff for it. So I just wanted to try this by hand. This was kind of my own experiment. But that looks really good. I'm very pleased. And this is hours and hours and hours of work. So this one's going on the wheel next, and then it'll be done. And then I can actually put those on and then get the bike running. I might hold off on those another week until I can work on the rest of the radiator parts. But because it's getting warm out, I'd like to get to driving. So not very scientific about this. We're just putting on some right there. All right, and here's that reveal. So this is like directly after polishing. Get a cleaner part of this. Ooh, there we go. Make sure I'm not in my own shadow. So you can see, like right after, just gotta get the polish off, and then nice. Now these grooves are hard to clean out. They were hard to sand. They were hard to polish. I just clean them out with some soap and water and a brush, and then it just looks like it's a shadow in there. So, but yeah. Let's get it all over right on top real quick. Yeah, there we go. Just need to go over a little finer inside the grooves, and yeah, this is looking awesome. So I had an idea brewing after I got this down to 1200 grit. So you can see up at the top, it's looking okay. I mean, swirly, but whatever, kind of brushed metal look. I'm going to tape this off. I'm going to see if I can just polish just the flat, and we'll see what that looks like. And if I don't like it, I'll do something different, but we're going to try it. So I thought this came out pretty neat. Like it looks kind of cool, but then like from the side, but then from the top, right, I painted all this black, kind of off camera, and I don't know if I like the way that looks. Like if it was this shiny all along the top with the black, I think that'll look a lot better. So I'll probably just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Alright, so here's the difference. Here is what I was going for before, and I was kind of like, maybe, and then bounce up, tip this off. So here's completely polished, and yeah, I do like that a lot better. So I'll polish. See if I can hold still. So I'll polish it, and that'll look nice and even. Alright, we got the radiator back together. I talked about a surprise, bum ba da bum. Check that out. There you go. So this is a radiator cover I brought from Tony. I'm going to say Casio, but it's probably Casio. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he just does like aluminum stuff. He does like battery boxes and electronics trays. I'll put his website in the description. But this plate back here is just a separate aluminum plate that screws on, and so you can make that whatever accent color that you want. He recommended doing like a vinyl sticker, but I was already painting stuff white, so I just painted mine, and it just comes off real easy. This comes in powder coated black or just straight aluminum, and I went for the powder coated black, and I am glad I painted everything else black because it looks really good. I put some black screws on the front too. Yeah, like that turned out good. Let's get it on the bike and then we'll show some more. All right, here we are in the sunlight. So there we go, valve covers. Looking just awesome. And then that radiator cover, also just looking awesome. So this has been sitting all winter. I haven't driven it in like 6 months or 8 months. So we are going to do a clean, and I got to get the rest of the bike put back together. But yeah, these are looking really good. All right, here we go.